Amen. Oh. Hey, what's up, everybody? Pull my shirt up. Y'all be trying to look at all my goodness. Woo. Okay, I think I got it. Hey. Happy Monday. Can you hear me on TikTok? Oh, y'all, it's some shit we got to talk about today. I want to make sure y'all can hear me before I get started. Happy Monday. Hey, Charlene, let me know if you can hear me, please. And let me put my phone on do not disturb. Ooh, y'all. This one is going to be a good one tonight. Hey, Darnell, how are you? Hey, Tamara. Thank you. I'm glad to see you guys here with me as well. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you are new to the channel, please hit the follow button, okay? Because I'm going to go down some things. So y'all know it's money time. It's 1 October, so it's a lot of money flowing around. So I got a lot of information to put out. Hey, Jody. Hey, Miss Cynthia. Miss Cynthia say hey to everybody. Hey, Miss Amy. Thank you for letting me know you hear me. And thank you for watching my videos too, Miss Amy, and commenting. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna give y'all give y'all a couple minutes to check in. Hold on. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna start at, let me see, it's 7:05 right now. Thank you, Miss Cynthia, for liking and sharing. And if anybody wants to do the same, please do so. I appreciate you guys. So I'm gonna get to some of the generic stuff real quick. And so I can get some of those out of the way before I get to the stuff that's going to take up the majority of our conversation tonight. Okay. Let me see. Let me make sure I go back real quick. Last week we talked about Department of Education. We talked about student loans. I did not hear anybody on TikTok. Let me know if they can hear me. I just want to check on TikTok. Can y'all hear me before I keep going? But last week we talked about student loans. We talked about how the Department of Education turned back on the income verification tool, which, okay, thank you, Shy, I appreciate that. Thank y'all. Okay, so we talked about that last week. How many of you guys went to missingmoney.com to see if y'all had any money? Because I'm gonna tell y'all, if I know your name, your first and your last name, if y'all email me and I know information about you, when I be bored, like I be a lot, I'm gonna do just like I did the other night. Okay, I looked up a whole lot of people and I just randomly started sending text messages out at about 11:30 midnight last on Sunday night. Was it Sunday? Yeah, not Sunday night, Saturday night. I found a lot of money for my followers and my friends. Okay, because y'all are my friends. So if you did not go to Missing Money, okay, good, Miss Jenna. Did you find anything? Did you find anything, Shamika? Okay. Y'all let me know, because I'm telling you, I found $1,000 for somebody. I found $250 for somebody. I found something for my sister's boyfriend and her. So when I look, I go down the whole family line, and I hope you guys are doing the same thing. Okay, good. So I'm gonna tell y'all got to get this money, because y'all know if you don't go and you collect this money at a certain amount of time, the state is going to go ahead and use it because you have not claimed your funds. Okay, so I do this like every 6 months. All right, so there's absolutely nothing wrong with going and checking it out and doing it every 6 months. Okay. The next thing, and thank you, Miss Cynthia. Miss Cynthia sent me some information. Now y'all know Miss Cynthia is our secret shopper. Okay, she's the secret shopper in the group. So if y'all need information on secret shopping, she sent me a list. I sent her a list, about 200 companies out there. So all y'all gotta do is go to my website, shamikasaves.com, and just let me know you want it so I can send it to you. Because ain't no sense of it staying in my email. It don't do me no good. Okay, so if y'all need the money, here's your opportunity to go get you some secret shopping. All right. Now I'm kind of mad that I missed out on the $5 secret shopper because I didn't read the fine print. Yes, I'm guilty of not reading also. I didn't know they paid for my travel and some extra money. So my little $5 thing could have turned into $25, and it's like five of them I could have went to. Okay, so that's over $100, and all I had to do was go buy a frosty cup or some ice cream. Okay, so if y'all want some money, y'all gonna eat anyway. Y'all gonna go and be entertained anyway. Well, there's nothing wrong with doing secret shopping so you can add a little money to your pockets. All right. Also, Miss Cynthia let me know about an asbestos lawsuit. I got a video on my TikTok page. I'm gonna just let y'all know right now. The video shows only Louisiana, the state of Louisiana. But let me tell y'all, there are factories and plants everywhere. Okay. So if you worked in a factory or a plant prior to 1985, 1983, and that's probably y'all parents or you if you're a little older, then you need to go and see if you have been exposed to asbestos. Now, the funny part about it is Miss Cynthia told me someone she knows got about $50,000. Well, I know someone that got about $20,000, and I completely forgot that they did. So this is a real thing. If you think you've been exposed, you worked in these plants, y'all know the government wasn't making sure these people did what they were supposed to do. So they gave, so they put y'all in any kind of condition, and because they needed to work done. And now that people are having issues with their lungs, you got cancer, you got breathing issues, you got respiratory problems, there is a chance that you are owed some money. So there is nothing wrong with calling a law firm and say, you know what, my so-and-so, they did work in the plant. Because guess what they're going to do? They're going to send you to a doctor of their choice to get a free, yes, y'all heard me, a free x-ray, a chest x-ray, to see if anything is going on. Okay. And if something is going on, then guess what? You will more than likely become a client of theirs. All right. So if you want to get on the asbestos lawsuit, send me the info. Go to my website and I will send you, tell me what you need and I'll send it to you. But it's also on my TikTok page. I'm almost getting to the big stuff. The next thing, let me see. There are 2 class action lawsuits out there right now. Okay, let me let y'all know what they are real quick because I just did mine, and y'all know I do not do them unless I'm not telling y'all unless I done it myself. And of course, these require no proof. You can go to classaction.org. So I'm typing it over here on YouTube, but somebody on TikTok type that in for me. Classaction.org. Classaction.org. All you got to do is go to classaction.org and you will see a full section that's going to tell you where you can apply for class actions that require no proof. Doesn't mean you lying, okay? Because I get a lot of people, the haters love to say that we committing perjury and we're not, okay? What you are doing is you're doing like most other people. We buy stuff, we get the receipt, we throw it in the garbage, okay? Just because we throw it in the garbage doesn't mean we didn't purchase it. And if somebody's going to give me some money back for something that's faulty, I'm going to want my money. Okay. So if that is you, then let me see if I can bring them back up real quick. And let me tell y'all which ones. Let me see. I'm probably going to have to send these to y'all individually. But go to classaction.org. You'll see a whole section. One, there are probably class actions that y'all have not applied for that I did. Y'all know the airplane lawsuit. They got the tuna fish lawsuit. They got the chicken lawsuit. They got ocean spray. They got a couple Right Guard, the deodorant. They have that. And then y'all may have missed the Facebook one, but if y'all did not do the Facebook and the Meta lawsuit, that one should be coming in. That's actually going to be a nice penny. Okay, that's going to be a little nice little piece of change. All right. So make sure, thank you, Carlene, for writing it. I appreciate that. So that's what y'all need to make sure y'all go and do that. Okay, let me make sure anybody said anything. Okay, Miss Cynthia said it's prior to 1982. Thank you. So for asbestos, it's prior to 1982. I looked it up, and it is individuals who live in Texas, because a lot of Texas and Louisiana are right next to each other, and a lot of people have worked in the plants. Okay, a lot of y'all are transplants. A lot of people who are in Houston right now came from New Orleans, came from that area, and I can tell you, the state of Louisiana had a ton of plants. Okay. where there was asbestos. So please go and see if you can get y'all some money, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you, if not, the government taking everything else, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. Okay, what else I had? What else I had? Again, if y'all haven't done, I'm gonna keep talking about the borrower's defense. Y'all need to make sure that you are not paying for student loans that are not yours. So there is nothing wrong with checking your credit report and cross-referencing that with the National Student Loan Database. I told y'all last week, we had a guy call me. He found that somebody went to school and he didn't even graduate high school, but he has a $14,000 student loan from a school he didn't even attend on his credit. And guess what? It is that time of the year where they're going to be expecting him to pay some money. Okay. So he does not want to have to pay for something that is not his. And I don't want you guys to do that either. All right. So if you need help or assistance with that, you're not understanding what I mean, please let me know, because I do not want y'all paying for loans that are not yours. Any veterans? Okay, and I'm gonna get to my big thing. Veterans. I did put a video up. I found a super long list of scholarships. These are for veterans, their dependents, and their spouses. Okay, so if you are any one of those and you are trying to go to school and you do not want to have to use any loans, please go to US Veterans Magazine. Okay, somebody type that in, US Veterans with an S magazine.com. That is the actual page. Okay, US Veterans Magazine .com. They have a whole section on education and scholarships. It is super long. Okay, it's a lot of money. I'm actually looking on there myself because I'm not trying to use, I done got my loans dismissed and I don't mind going back and taking a class or two, but I'm not paying for it. Okay, so I'm gonna need somebody else to do that. So if that is what you guys are interested in doing, please go to US Veterans with an S magazine.com and go and get your money. And then the last thing before I move on to the biggest thing is, if so, I don't know if I told y'all about this, but there is a program right now called Guaranteed Income. It pops up in different states at different cities and different times. So all I have to do is I just search the net to see which place is active right now. So Guaranteed Income is a program that they are doing, and it's supposed to be all of the mayors. Your mayors have gotten together and they want to prove to the government that all people need in life is some extra money and their life will change. So what are they doing? They are randomly selecting people to give you money right now. As well, the last one, and it just closed, was Atlanta. They opened it up again. Okay. And I guess they had so many participants, they opened it up again. Let's see. So if you are in Ann Arbor, Michigan, okay, that's probably not a lot of people, but if you are in Ann Arbor, Michigan, you know anybody there, their application has just opened, okay, and they are giving $528 to whoever is over 18 that applies. If you are selected, you do not have to do anything. All you do is you're participating in a study and they will pay you. These guaranteed income programs are popping up all over, so I will keep my eye on who is having it next. If you are in Houston, Texas, Cynthia, this is for you. Make sure you tell somebody. They are doing the homeowners fund program. So if you are a homeowner and you live in Houston, the application is getting ready to close, but right now they are paying your mortgage. And they are also paying your property taxes. Same thing that they were doing in Florida. The Homeowners Assistance Fund, they have it in Houston. They have extra money. Remember, we're in October. Y'all told y'all there's always money at the beginning of the fiscal year. Fiscal year is 1 October. So if anybody is interested, go and I'll send you the website if you want. But it's I don't even know what it is. I have it in my phone. So if y'all want it, just let me know. Miss Cynthia, send me a message, please, and I'll send it to you because I know you're in Texas. But yes, so please go and get your mortgage paid for if you're struggling. And if you did not get your property taxes taken care of, please do that as well. Okay. Make sure you're sharing this to somebody that needs some help because somebody's going to need some. Okay. All right. Right. So I'm getting ready to go into the big thing and what we're going to talk about today. But let me just say this. I saw a video. Somebody was bringing somebody to come and speak at a business event. And so I'm like, let me look at this video and see what this person is talking about. And this person had asked the guy, the speaker, hey, what's the most important thing a person should do when they are opening a business? And the guy said, the business name, choosing the business name. That is not true, guys. That's a lie. That's a lie. And that's a lie. The most important thing you guys need to do when starting a business is making sure you pick the right business structure, whether that's an LLC, a LLP, a nonprofit, a corporation, which is a C Corp, or an S Corp. Okay. That is your most important thing you need to do when you're starting a business. I don't care what type of business it is. If you are a sole proprietor, that is not a business structure. If you choose to want to just have a fictitious name, fine, but that is not the requirement. So the reason, so the guy said that, and unfortunately, a lot of people are going to believe him and think that that is the most important thing, and it's not. And then people are going to get set up for failure. And I'm going to tell you why. If y'all don't know, starting next year, January 1. So listen to me close. If you plan on starting a business, start one before the end of this year. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay. So there is something called the Corporate Transparency Act. And I will be doing a separate video on this on my YouTube channel. So if you do not or have not followed me, please go to my YouTube under the same name, Shamika Saves. Okay. But the Corporate Transparency Act basically is the governments want to be in your business. But basically what they want y'all to do starting January 1, if you have a business, no matter who you are, you have to now go in and report that you have this business. You have to give your name, your driver's license information. You have to upload a picture of your driver's license. You have to also put your social security number, and you have to link that with your business so that, and yes, y'all see my baby over here. Y'all have to link that together so that when the government is checking to see who is the authorized user of an organization, they need to know who that is. And that is going to be you guys. So you will have to start doing that starting January 1. You have 1 year to report your information, or you will be fined $500 a day up to a maximum of $10,000. Okay. I am not playing. I done brought all the paperwork. I done printed it out because I know y'all gonna be asking me questions. So basically, if you have an LLC, an S Corp, or C Corp, you have to report that you are an authorized official of your business. So y'all know we talk about business credit over here, and a part of getting business credit with your business, you guys have to be a 25% owner in your business in order to be an authorized official, meaning you are the one that can apply for that credit card. You are the one that can apply for that loan. Well, now you also have to tell FinCEN that, and FinCEN is the finance. They have to do I'm trying to think what FinCEN stands for. It doesn't even matter. FINCEN. Okay, FinCEN is the one that's actually putting this out. The federal government and Joe Biden and all of them have put together, have added to this Corporate Transparency Act. So you guys will have to now put your information down. Now, this is what gets me. They swear up and down that they are doing this to fight trafficking and money laundering and all of those things. And I don't think anything is wrong with that. But here is what I'm concerned about. And this is why I want y'all to listen close, is because how many people got a PPP loan? How many people got an SBA loan and used a fake business to do so? Lots of people. I know a lot. I'm sure y'all know a lot. So let's put it together. Okay. They have FedNow. FedNow is what they're going to be, is what all your banks are now using. Okay. Now they say it's using to transfer money, which is fine. But the government is going to be a part of that transfer because they want to see where the money's going, where it came from and where it's going. They're tracking. Okay. So we got FedNow. All right. The next thing we have now is this Corporate Transparency Act, where you now have to go in and claim that this is you. Yes, this is my business. I'm Shamika Saves. This is my business. Here my name. Here goes. Let me upload my driver's license. And guess what? If it's found that you put down fake information, fraudulent information, you lied about your social, you put up a fake driver's license, then guess what happens then? Automatic imprisonment. Look it up. It's here. Okay. If you need it, you want this information, y'all know, just send me a message. I will send you these links so you can educate your own self, because that is what I'm doing. Hey Mo, thank you for being here. Okay. So they got FedNow in your banks, seeing where your money going. The IRS just put out that, hey, now you have to report the $10,000 if anybody spends $10,000 or more, or if they have any type of suspicious transaction, they want you to report to IRS and FinCEN. And now they got the Corporate Transparency Act, where you now have to go and claim. Now, the part that scares me the most for a lot of you is you didn't. A lot of y'all are under the assumption that because those PPP loans are forgiven, that the problem is erased. That is not true. It clearly says in the fine print that if it turns out that you received the PPP funds under a fraudulent under fraudulent pretenses, then the forgiveness is reversed. Okay, which means guess what? You now owe. All right, which is why I strongly suggested way back when, and I'm gonna keep on suggesting, if you know that is you, not that you telling on yourself, because you ain't got to tell nobody, but if you know that you when they got that loan fraudulently, you should have amended your taxes, and then you could have just filed bankruptcy and paid the debt off fair and square. It doesn't mean that it wouldn't come back on the fraudulent tip, but we don't know, especially now with them implementing these new rules. So y'all drop y'all questions if y'all have them, because I already got my paperwork ready. You sit down. I already got the paperwork ready to go through. Now, there are some loopholes. Y'all know they always make loopholes. They swear up and down that they don't, but they always make loopholes. Now, the people who do not have to report their businesses are nonprofits. Anyone who has a trust, if the business is ran by a trust, you don't have to report it. Now, haven't we been talking about trust here, guys? We've been talking about trust for a long time, and we just been talking about trust in case somebody dies. But look how the government is protecting people who have trust. So people who have trust launder money too. Okay. If you're going to do it, they're going to find a way to do it. So, but they're giving exceptions to certain groups of people, but they are. And also, if you have a sole proprietorship, meaning you did not form an entity, you are just using a fictitious name, you do not have to, participate in this, and you do not have to participate in this Corporate Transparency Act because you don't have a corporation. All right. But if you have an LLC, a S Corp, or a C Corp, you will be, and they're giving you a year to do it. So if you have a business that you create before the end of this year, this is the only reason why I want y'all to create a business now, because you have a year to do this. And the reason why I like that is because y'all know a lot can happen in a year. This can go away. We can get a whole new type of, we can get a new president in, and they may say, you know what, squash that, take it out. So if you are planning on starting a business, please tell somebody they need to do it this year before December 31st. I'm gonna get to y'all questions in a minute. Now, for people who open their business next year and all the years proceeding, you have 30 days to go and put this in FinCEN. Why? Because the system will already be set up. They are expecting 32.6 million people are going to be claiming their businesses. Okay. So please don't let me find out, or don't let them find out, that you were one of those people that did not do it, because we don't know what they're going to do. Not yet, because it has not been started. But y'all know what they're going to do. They're going to send somebody to come look for you. They're probably going to attach something and take your tax returns. Okay. We don't have proof of this yet because it hasn't started, but we can look at all these other programs, and that's exactly what they do. Okay. So please be mindful, start your business early, and I'm gonna see what y'all saying. That way I can see if y'all got any questions for me real quick. Okay. All right. So Sherelle says, LLC partnership, do we have to report? Yes, you do. So okay. They said certain LLPs, certain limited liability partnerships may not, but it's going to. And please, Sherelle, send me a message on my website. I will send you the test. They have a little test you can take to determine if you have to report. Even if you have a limited liability partnership, some of y'all have silent partners. Those people don't. But if you have a limited liability partnership and you and somebody else are 50 and 50%, you're going to have to report it. 25% or more ownership means you will be compliant with this corporate transparency act. Okay, I don't want y'all to be getting charged $500 a day, because they are definitely going to try to do that. Y'all went to the debt clock? Have y'all went to usdebtclock.org to see how much debt we are in this country? Don't. Okay, it's going to hurt your feelings. All right. So I can see them pulling at strings, trying to find everything possible. All right. Good question, Sherelle. All right, let me see what y'all saying over here. Hey, cooking experience. Miss Cynthia says, okay, thank you. You're welcome, Miss Amy. Miss Amy says, thanks for all the information. All right. Cynthia says, I heard that too. Wow, the government is getting gangster. Absolutely. I'm telling look, they are going to use everything they can to say, we have to do this because of fraud. We have to do this because of trafficking. People been doing that. This ain't nothing new, okay? But now, because we are in so much debt, they are coming after everybody, not just these big guys. Don't let them lie to you, okay? Because how many of y'all know of people that got the PPP? Don't tell nobody, okay? But a lot of y'all do. And when I went to the Federal Register, federalregister.gov, and I actually went to look, it was 99 pages explaining this. Okay, I printed out the condensed version, but it was 99 pages. Okay, and do you know what they use as the main reason why they're doing it? The first sentence said, the DOJ busted somebody in Miami, Florida, who got $24 million of COVID relief funds. What that sound like? PPP. Okay, and this same guy, because they've been reporting about him forever, is the same guy that did the guy Blue from Pretty Ricky. He did his PPP application. So this guy has done a lot of people who got busted all at one time. It's funny that they will not release that person's name, but because of crime like that, because of these high dollar amounts of relief, fraud relief that people got, the government is like, well, now we need a repository so we can see who owned these businesses, because how many people created a fake LLC? I remember they were talking about it on Twitter. Twitter was even talking about everybody and their mama created a business. Everybody black that I know that got the PPP created a fake LLC. And now, because of it, now you got to go and claim your business. Okay. So hopefully, let me say this. If the business is dormant, if you aren't doing anything with it anymore, now, if it's still active, you're going to have to do it. If it's closed and you didn't pay your annual fee, you may not have to do it. Okay. We still got a couple months. All right. But it did say if the organization or the corporation is dormant, you don't have to do anything. All right. But this is what's going to get it. And I'm going to get to y'all questions. This leads to me to so many other implications. IRS issues. This leads me to IRS questions, because the IRS is going to wonder, you don't have these businesses, did you earn any money? Was there any? Because see, now they can track, and they can track what your business has been doing, because guess what else? Now I haven't seen a bank say it. Only one bank. I found the form and I printed it out. Okay. So the bank itself made a sample copy of what the form y'all gonna have to fill out is gonna look like. And now, from reading what I'm reading, they are going to encourage banks to make you guys do the same thing when opening a business account. Why? Because a lot of fraud happens through business accounts because of shell corporations. If y'all don't know what a shell corporation is, go to my YouTube, Shamika Saves, okay? But basically, a shell corporation is a fake ass business that somebody creates to launder money through. And I'm gonna give y'all a good example, because a lot of people probably do it and don't even know that is what they're doing. Okay, so you have a business, and say you don't want anybody to know. Let me see how I want to explain it. All right, say somebody's on a fixed income and they don't want people to know that they are making additional funds. They're making money. Okay, say somebody on Social Security, they're making money. They don't want anybody to know. A lot of people will create a fake business so that they can have an EIN number, so that when they get paid, the money pays to the EIN, not to the social, which makes it a lot harder to track who the money's being paid to. Same thing people are doing with these corporations. So if I was someone who had a business, say I had a business and I had 50 employees, right? I can have one real employee and fake 49 employees that I pay to another business. And it doesn't matter, because the IRS only cares about a tax identification number, whether that's your social or whether that's your EIN. They're not asking questions. All they want to know is, how can we track it? But the problem has been, it's been hard to track that EIN to a real person because it's a business. So now they want you to claim the business, so that if you pay yourself through a business trying to hide money because you don't want to pay yourself through your social, now it's going to be easier to do this. Oh, this belongs to so and so. That is scary. Now, I'm not saying that people should or should not do wrong, because y'all know what people be saying about me. Mo, y'all know what they be saying, okay? But I'm just putting the information out there. Some people do what they got to do, and there are some people that are greedy, okay? A lot of us aren't selling guns and out here trafficking. We're not doing that, okay? But there are people that just do stuff because they got to get by, and that's the people that I'm afraid for, because now the hustle is blown up altogether. So let me see what y'all saying. All right. It says, do you assist in helping people to get a trust? Yes. And if it's more than it's something that I can do, I have absolutely no problem sending you to someone else. Let me explain something about these trusts real quick. Now, or what people don't know. These trusts do not have to have anything big in them. You do not have to have a trust and you have to put your house in it. Some people get a trust just because when they expire, they don't want their loved ones having to go through probate. So some people get a trust and just put the bank account in it. Although the bank account does have a beneficiary, but some people get a trust and just put basic things in there so that when they die, the next person who comes behind them has no problem going and say, hey, the person passed away, but I'm the new person in charge. I don't have to go through probate, because you don't have to go through probate when you have a trust. So a trust has been the way that wealthy people have been doing a workaround. You see, they tell you guys, oh, you need to get a will. You need a will. Y'all don't need no damn will. You can have a will, but you need a trust more than you need a will, because even if you have a will, you still got to go through probate, which means you got to wait for the court to tell you that you have permission to now go and handle your deceased loved one's affairs. And who has time to wait 6 months to 12 months? And depending on if there's creditors, if somebody's trying to get paid, they got debt, all kinds of, it could get crazy. So a trust is what I highly recommend for everybody, all the way from the brokest person to the richest person, because it's a way to circumvent the system. This is not a game. This isn't fraud. This isn't illegal. You have every right to do it. It's just that they don't tell us about it because, well, they think because you don't have money, you have nothing. And that's not true. Okay. So let me see what everybody's saying. Miss Cynthia says, being a neighborhood cool cup lady is sounding even more better. I'm telling you, I swear on everything, I'm about to start selling. I'm about to get me an ice cream truck, okay? And I'm going to tell them cash only, because the way this is going is crazy. And I'm going to just have to put the money under the mattress, because the government is going to be all in your business, okay? And I know y'all think, this is fake. Hopefully y'all don't think it's fake. But y'all notice, did anybody say any of this on the news? Did any of y'all hear this on the news? And thank you, Ebony, if you're watching, for sending me the information, because I said, girl, when she sent this to me, I said, girl, this is going to be one for the books tonight, because as y'all see, more and more, they are infringing on our privacy, all in the name of fraud prevention. Okay. So, if more people weren't so greedy, we wouldn't be going through this, but this is exactly what's happening. Hey, Starlight, how you doing? Starlight says, thank you for the information. You are very welcome. Hey, Miss Darylyn. All right, Miss Darylyn says, what's the best website to go to for free Wi-Fi? So many on Facebook don't know if it's real or not. Okay, so if you want information on free Wi-Fi, and thank you for asking. Okay, now, y'all know I put them on my page, but you can, all you need to do is go to Google and put ACP. A is in Apple, C is in Charlie, P is in Paul. ACP providers. Put that in Google. That stands for the Affordable Connectivity Program. Affordable Connectivity Program providers. There is a long list of people giving free Wi-Fi, hotspots, cell phones, and laptops. Okay, I was just at a veteran meeting this weekend, and they were giving free tablets. Okay, free tablets as long as you receive some type of assistance. Now, y'all not noticing something? They're giving away all the lead. Now, I'm not saying the government is not trying to make sure we all have internet. Okay, I'm not saying that. But they want to be on your phone. They want to be on your tablet. They also want to know what you're looking up. So if you get these things, please be G-rated when you are searching, okay? Because you are searching on a government issued equipment, okay? So, I ain't saying, I'm not telling y'all what to do, but all I'm gonna say is some people aren't that smart, and some people get these government phones and these government things, then they go do the fraud with the government stuff, which is real dumb, okay? So I'm hoping that that's not you. But even if that's your boyfriend, y'all know how them sorry behind men be. Even if it's your son or daughter, whomever, make sure you let them know, don't do nothing on this. You can do it on T-Mobile. You can do it on Verizon, but don't do it on this, because the government go, and you don't know if that information goes right back to them or not. And I'm almost sure that it does. Okay. So please be mindful when you start getting these things. Okay. But you can go to Google and put ACP provider list, and it will give you the list of individuals who are giving these things out. And there are a lot. Okay. Make sure y'all get those laptops. I ain't against getting nothing free. I'm just with y'all being smart with the things that you do get, so you don't basically walk in and say, hey, I'm doing crime, arrest me, because that's exactly what they're going to do. So we want to be smart about that. All right. Miss Darlin also says, then thank you for that question, Miss Darlin. What's the name of the company you mentioned about income 500 monthly powerful? So that's only for individuals who live in what part of Michigan? Ann Arbor, Michigan. That's the only group right now that's doing it. You get $528 if you live in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's guaranteed income. Okay. You can search that if you want to on Google as well. It is called the Guaranteed Income Program. You may or may not see your state or your city. A lot of places, Florida has done a lot of them. Georgia has done a lot of them. New York has done them. Pennsylvania has done it. Now they're moving other places. So California continues to keep doing it in different towns. So y'all make sure you go and look so you can see if your town or your city is on there. Okay. Hey, Nicola. Nicola says, hey, Shamika, how you doing? Amy says, are we going to run out of money by the end of the year per the government? First, I don't, so, and if y'all don't know, so I worked at the government, and I did spend me some time in Washington, D.C., and I was in some of these meetings, and I just be laughing when they say that. I am not saying that this is not serious, but I'm going to tell y'all one thing for sure. Those people up in Congress, do you think they're going to screw up their own check? They're not. So a lot of times when they're saying that they're going to shut the government down, what end up happening? We end up having a continuing resolution, meaning y'all, they're giving it some time. Basically, they're saying we're going to extend, borrow some more money until we get into the new fiscal year. It always happens around this time of the year anyway, because we're rolling over from one fiscal year into another one. Okay. So no, I don't think we're going to run out of money. And even if, they do decide to shut the government down, it is not going to be as impactful as they state. Okay. So I worked for the government when it was shut down. And let me tell you, I was not essential. And all I did was sit home. Like y'all see me, I was like this. And I made sure on Wednesday, I called Department of Economic, whatever it was. I'm calling for my unemployment. Okay. And so while I was home, while them fools was up there fighting in DC, I was at home collecting my unemployment check. Okay. So don't let them make y'all think that because the government gonna shut down all of a sudden, y'all ain't gonna eat things. And it's not as serious as they try to make it. Okay. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing that they're not ready to do. They are not ready to let the economy just go up and implode. And you know why they're not gonna do it? Because we're in the middle of an election. They're not gonna do it now. All they're gonna do is make y'all think there are gonna be things going on so that they can pull you either way to vote Democrat or Republican. Okay. So from here on out, from now until when we vote for somebody next November, be ready to hear all the foo-foo and the lies, okay? Because they want you to vote. What I told y'all last week, Joe Biden is now trying to, his administration is now going to, they want to remove medical bills from the credit report altogether. Well, they been could have done that shit. I mean, medical bills don't even matter. You can go buy a house today with $100,000 of medical bills on your credit. How does that make any sense? Now, they've been letting it affect your credit and messing you up. But now, because he wants to be reelected, now they want to push to remove it from your credit altogether. I've been living 44 years, and they could have removed it a long time ago because medical bills never matter. So as y'all will see, they're going to be playing on your emotions. So you guys have to look at it and go, be more critical when they're pushing this stuff. And remember, the stuff that they should be telling y'all is not going to be talked about in the news any damn way. Okay. Why? Because somebody's controlling the media, which means they control the message, which is why you need to be right here with me, because I'm going to tell you how it needs to be told. And I'm not going to pull no punches. It is what it is. And I'm going to let you know. Okay. All right. So let's see. Amy says they are already doing that. Yes, they are. They're doing everything crazy. Ora says, Miss Shamika, every time I apply for these government programs, I get denied, even if my son get free lunch. Well, then if you are getting denied, one, I need to know why you're getting denied, because a lot of times y'all are getting denied because they can't verify that you are receiving anything. And if your son, I don't know his age, but maybe he should be applying instead of you. So I don't know, Miss Ora, we could talk about it, but if not, I'll give you the rep who was there this weekend to see if you can't get you a tablet. Because one thing for sure, when I tell you they was out in the hood this weekend with them tables set up on the side of the road trying to get these tablets out, baby, they trying to get in y'all business. Okay, they have no problem to giving you these things, especially if you are receiving their funds. They want to see how you spending it. They want to know where you shopping at. This is how they get their data. Okay, they're already looking at our stuff anyway when we go and buy stuff, but the government hasn't been getting it. That's been the banks and the advertisers. But now the government, since they're giving us these things, now they are going to know exactly what we are doing. Okay, it says, how do I get a trust? Very easy. Now for some of y'all, we not rich, we not Donald Trump. Okay, so we don't have to worry about having a trust that is done by an attorney. A lot of times you can go and get do it yourself. You can holler at me. And if y'all did not know, in Florida, to be a paralegal, you do not have to have any professional certification training. So you really just got to go to somebody that knows what the hell they're talking about to get you these forms. But you can easily go and create your own trust. But I'm sure some of y'all gonna have questions. But the point of getting the trust, in my opinion, is, and I'm gonna tell you, I did one myself, is because if I die, I do not want the next person having to struggle going and getting money out of my bank account. Okay, banks give you a problem, and I'm gonna tell you, just like I told this lady that came into my office on Friday. You walk in that bank, and you, even if you know somebody died, that is not their business. I am not telling them. I'm just going to go in and withdraw my funds. Okay, so you can do a trust to make sure you get your money out of the account, or you can make it a joint bank account. So then if that person dies, the other person's name on the bank account is the one that can get it. The problem is we guys aren't taking care of our business, and then we die, and then now we got family members who hate each other, and they start doing this bickering, arguing, and nothing gets done. And you over there in the morgue, all you want to do is be buried. Okay, but the family is over here arguing about your money, your house, and you probably ain't even got nothing. Okay, so we want to get these things taken care of beforehand. And if you are a veteran, there is no reason why you should not already have your estate planning done, because the VA pays for every damn thing. So if you have not already filled out your application to be buried in a free cemetery, you're wrong. And holler at me if you haven't, okay? Because veterans don't have an excuse. Why? Because we get it for free. Other folks, I can understand. But we're not doing GoFundMe's in 2024, right? We're going to get this stuff done correctly and get some life insurance. All right. Cooking Experience says, I was trying to contact with you. I sent you my email. Okay, well, I will get to my email. Let me tell you, I had to rest today. I went to the Veterans Pageant last night to see the female veterans compete. It was nice. So I had to sleep today. So I apologize. Foo-foo, I'm telling you, Miss Amy, it is there. I want to say what I want to say, but I'm afraid TikTok might cut me off because they always do. Carlene says, I saw one TikTok, but I was like, nah, but now this is why. I'm telling you, it's very, very true. I saw the same TikTok. I'm gonna make one tonight because this is serious, but she didn't go into depth like I'm gonna go into depth because we come from a different angle. Okay, she's more concerned with the system being flooded with applicants, and that's cool. We don't care about all that. What I care about is y'all need to know what's really going on underneath, and it is they finna be in your business. And again, if somebody got a PPP or an SBA loan, one, how many people are actually paying their SBA loans back? They're not. And this is the part that's crazy. When the SBA was doing the EIDL loans, I don't know if y'all know this because I've been on it since the jump. A lot of people applied with their social before people started applying with their EIN. So because some people aren't paying and some people got these fraudulent SBA loans, especially the ones under their EIN, they're not paying. So the government wants to know, how can we get our damn money back? I knew a girl that got 4 $125,000 loans, and I knew she didn't have a business. Absolutely knew she didn't, but it wasn't my business because that was for the government to know. But I can tell you this, I ain't heard from her, ain't seen her in a while. She might have done got locked up. But even if she didn't, it's a strong chance that she may now, because one, she probably not paying the loans back. I know, because the payments on $125,000 are a lot. They're probably $200-$300 a month, and if she has 4 of them, that's a mortgage. Okay, so I know she probably not paying them, and now they can link who owns the business to who the money was issued to, because now they're making you self-report. Do y'all not see how they try? In my opinion, it's just me, and I'm not trying to be a government conspiracist or nothing, but I see the reports, and they just love giving people fed time. So this is probably going to happen. So we're probably going to see another influx of people going to jail for the same thing they were going for a year ago. 2 years ago. Y'all notice they done quiet down about the fraud with PPP and the EIDL. We ain't heard about it in a long time. They're steady putting people away. They're just not talking about it now. Well, I'm sure it's going to pipe back up. And what president extended the time to catch folks who got fraudulent loans? Biden. He extended it to 10 years. We just got those loans issued in 2020. So, I mean, we ain't got much longer, so don't think they ain't going to ramp up their efforts as we get closer to 2030. And that's exactly what is happening, okay? Let me see what y'all saying. Or he's 16, he may not be able to get his own, but I will, matter of fact, I still got your email. I will give you the contact information for the company that was there so that you can go and see why you're not getting a thing for him, okay? Thank you for letting me know that, all right? Let me see. What does this say? Okay, so hi Shamika, can you talk about student loans? Okay, so well, y'all know student loans are bad. Y'all know people have to start paying those. Now I'm gonna tell you the same thing I said last week, and this is very, very important because somebody contacted me. So y'all know a lot of my information that I give y'all come because I talk to so many of y'all. If you are not ready to pay because you don't have the money, listen to you, girl. Go back to school so you can get an in-school deferment. Okay. And if you cannot do that, then you need to make sure you are enrolled in the IDR, but you need to make sure you're also paying your interest. Even if you don't pay nothing else, pay some of the interest, because what y'all gonna find is at the end of your 1 year forbearance that they're gonna give you again is that your loans are going to be higher than they were before. And that's the issue. Y'all going to find that these student loans are going to keep going like this. So you cannot keep saying, I ain't going to pay it. You either got to find you a program, a public service loan forgiveness. Y'all need to do the borrower's defense, see if your school is on that list. You need to do in-school deferment if you can't pay it right now, but your loan's still going to go up. You could do the IDR program. Nothing wrong with the IDR. Do the SAVE program. The only good thing about the SAVE program is that it prevents them from reporting on your credit, but it does not stop that interest from capitalizing. And that's the little fine print that they're leaving out. And that's what I want y'all to understand is those loans are still going to grow, which means you ain't never going to get out of debt with your student loans if you don't find a way to get rid of them. Okay. Also, if you're a vet, you're 100% disabled, do the total and permanent discharge. If you're under a doctor's care, do the total and permanent discharge. If you're receiving Social Security disability, do the total permanent discharge. One thing y'all will start seeing is y'all going to notice that these student loan programs are going to slowly disappear. They're going to go away. The bar's defense ends in 2025. I'm still having people that y'all been following me, not y'all, but people have been following me for at least, I've been doing this for 4 years. How y'all just now still asking me, tell me about the bar's defense? If y'all been watching me, y'all know I talk about it every Monday. Okay. So please tell somebody to go look at that list. And if you need the list of schools, send me a message. Okay. We need to get out of debt, because what I'm finding is, as long as you are you owe money to the government, they're just going to control you every which way possible. Now, it's great if you're going to owe anybody, you want to owe the government, because they do at least give you programs, forbearance, they give you things and all that. But what we're going to find is they're going to be in your business everywhere, in your taxes, in your bank accounts, in your businesses, in your loan. They're going to be everywhere. They like roaches. Okay. And that is what we don't want. Okay. All right, let me keep going. Okay, so that's right, Miss Cynthia. You can get tablets, free phones, hotspots. Tablets, free phones, hotspots. I feel like there's something else I'm missing. Tablets, the free phone, hotspot. Oh yeah, and you get a discount Wi-Fi at your home if you qualify for the ACP program. The ACP program been around since 2020. Okay, so these programs have been around. So I just want y'all to know, I ain't talking about no BS. This is some real stuff y'all need to be taking advantage of. Okay, it says, Darren, go to an estate lawyer. He can tell you how. I agree. Okay. But see, if he doesn't have anything, he may not want to pay what that estate lawyer is going to be charging. That's the only problem. All right, let me and again, thank y'all for following. If this is your first time, I do see that I got an influx of people watching from TikTok. Hey. Okay. It says, I started an LLC and want to write everything off so I won't owe taxes. There's nothing wrong with having an LLC and writing everything off. I'm going to tell y'all what I've been saying. As always, y'all have to be mindful that the IRS is noticing that that's what everybody wants to do. And it's going to be harder and harder each year to continue to write everything off. If you do not want to owe taxes, then what you need to do is you need to make sure that you are paying a minimum of 10% of your salary in taxes. The lowest tax bracket that the IRS has is 10%. So if you can't even manage to do 10%, there is something wrong. I posted it on my Facebook. Somebody made what did she make? I think she made $45,000 or something like that, and it showed when her taxes year to date was only I don't know, a couple $1,000s. And I immediately screenshotted it and I said, this is why y'all owe. And then you go to your tax preparer and you want them to sit here and write off stuff that they can't even write off, but they're doing it because they wanted you to pay them. But that's going to be the problem. And remember, next year, the IRS is allowing y'all to do your own taxes yourself for free. So guess what they're doing? They are going to let you walk right into your own damn trap and do your own taxes because you think you know how to do taxes. And you're going to end up with an audit. I say all that to say, if you want to start your own tax business, y'all know it's that time. It's that season where I tell y'all, come on, I got 10 slots where I walk you through it. You get your software, you get your business set up. And remember, we got to do this before the new year because guess what you got to do? You got to report on that Corporate Transparency Act. So if you're interested in starting your own tax business, because it is going to be lucrative, I ain't going to lie, taxes, they make money. People, y'all know some of y'all paying $800-900 for somebody to do your taxes. A lot of people get ripped off during that time. Not saying that that's what y'all want to do to folks, but if y'all care like I care and you actually want to do it right, then start your own tax business, okay? You're going to need a business anyway, okay? Y'all know businesses get treated the best versus a personal person, but you just need to know the government's going to be in your business, okay? So you can hit me up on my website if you're interested in starting your own tax business because it is getting close to the end of the year. New things are rolling out and I'm going to start teaching. I usually have 8 girls and 2 guys. I always have 8 girls and 10 guys. I don't care what the number is. This year, I just need 10 people that seriously want to do it. I know Miss Aura, you want to be one. I know Miss Jenna, you want to be one. So if anybody else wants to be one, y'all just hit me up and let me know. Because a lot of y'all who sign up are people that I get from right here from talking to me. And y'all know I'll be with you the whole tax season, help you get your money. And let me say this because I did a video on this. Another reason why some of y'all need to get into taxes is because as long as you have uh, refunds that have been accepted and you did them through the system, you qualify to get you a season advance, meaning at the beginning of the year, you can say, you know what, I'm ready to start my business. I want to decorate my office. I need to get this. I need to get that. They will give you an advance on the money that you would get, the money that they would pay you out of the tax refunds. Now, the only reason why I like that is because guess what? If you get a loan, it's not income. So if they advance you your whole amount of money that you're going to earn during taxes, that's income that you don't have to report because it wasn't paid as income. It's a loan, and loans don't have to be reported. Boy, somebody about to kiss me in the mouth. Okay. So I'm just telling y'all, if that's not some game, if y'all didn't get nothing else out of what I said today, that's some game right there. Okay. Which is why so many people are in the tax industry and y'all not even putting two and two together. Okay. These people are making tons of money and they're probably not even reporting it all as income because they got an in-season advance. Same thing that y'all doing with y'all tax refunds. Y'all getting advances. So are the people that are doing your taxes. And it's not income, which is the most important piece for a lot of y'all. All right. Somebody said, Miss Jenna said you sent me an email about CPN. Okay, Miss Jenna, I will go and look. That's another reason why they're doing this Corporate Transparency Act. If y'all watch my video on YouTube where I told y'all how to make the CPN. Okay, now y'all know that's for entertainment and educational purposes only because we don't do no fraud over here. That was the second reason why they are doing this Corporate Transparency Act, because people, if you smart and been listening and watching my YouTube channel, because you know I'm gonna put the information out there, regardless of what you do with it, it's on you. If you are trying to get business credit, a lot of people say, man, I need to get a large loan from my business. How can I do it? My credit messed up. Well, I say, well, you know, a lot of people, from what I read, a lot of people are using the CPN as the social for the individual that's the authorizing official. Same thing they want y'all to do here. They want you to put your real social here so they know who the authorizing official. But people have been using the CPN, the fake one, to get the money. And now that was the second reason why they said they're doing this, is because they need to track who the money is being. Because if a credit card gives you a $50,000 loan and they're using your real name but your fake social, how can they track it to you? You may have a name that's common. You may have a name that everybody has. So they don't know if it's you, Shamika, or this Shamika. They don't know who it is. Okay. So that's another reason why they're making you claim your business, because now they want to know, when we paid you and you got this gas card, or you got this Floors and More car, or you got this Home Depot, this Sam's Club, we want to know, oh, it belongs to you, Shamika, not that one, but you. Okay. So that is what they're doing. Okay. All right, let me keep going. Let me see what y'all saying. Is it a template for a trust? Yes, there is a template for a trust. Yes, there is. A trust can come in so many different forms, but you can find a template. What makes the trust legit is the notary stamp. Okay, where my notary's at. Okay, so let me tell you. You see what I'm saying? When I told y'all about getting this notary thing, and some of y'all probably thought it wasn't no use for it, but we found one. Okay. The trust is not official until it's legally stamped and signed by that notary. Okay. So Darren, hit me up, shamikasaves.com. I will definitely pick up the phone and talk to you. That's what I do with most of y'all anyway. Okay. But yes, it is a template for a trust. Let's see. People are so lazy they can Google all of this info for themselves. They absolutely can, but that's why I'm here, Miss Crown Not on Tilt, or Mr. Crown Not on Tilt, because I'm doing it and I'm not lazy and I'm bringing the information to the people. People got jobs, okay? So that is why. But they can Google it, but if they don't know what to search and they don't know that it exists, how can they find it? Y'all know we always find people that say stuff that be trying to be haters, but we don't pay it no attention. But thank you for responding anyway. Okay, Angela says, yeah, I can't go back to school. I'm trying to get a house. You said IDR is that income repayment. IDR is income driven repayment. If you don't want to go to school, that's fine. You need to contact your student loan servicer to make sure that you are on the program. If you're not on the program, they need to consolidate your loans and put you on the program so that you qualify. Some of y'all are probably going to sit back and automatically think that you're on it. Don't do that. because you're going to be mad when it goes on your credit and you see that your loans have went to a collection. Now the government says that even if you don't do it, they're going to do it themselves. But how many of us really trust that? Okay. Also, if you care about getting your taxes this year and not having it taken, you're going to want to be on the IDR plan, because that's the one way to ensure that your information is not sent over to creditors where they will not put in to the Treasury hotline that they are taking your money. And it's not the Treasury hotline, it is the Treasury Offset Program, the OTP. Okay, so you want to make sure that they're not referring your debt over to OTP and then they turn around and they take your money. All right, so please do this with your loans. Please stop sitting back and waiting. Okay. It says, good for yourself, never believe anything anyone else said. Anyway, and you know what's so crazy? Whoever this person is, if you don't believe or like what I say, get off my goddamn page. Okay, that's it. That's all you got to do. Move on. I'm here every Monday and you'll be back because the information I give is true and legit. And one thing about your girl is I will give the website, the link, the page, the person, because none of this came directly from me. I'm just the middleman. Okay, let me keep on moving. All right, let me see anybody else said anything. Well, I tell you, they be trying, boy. Yes, Miss Jen, I got 9 slots. Hopefully, I don't have none. Delicia says, what am I supposed to do if I claim 0 and it's still not 10? That's why I told you that's okay. What I'm supposed to do if I claim 0 and it's still not 10. That's why I told you what I told you. Forgot Uncle Sam. Delicia, what you talking about? Sis, I am lost on that. If you claim 0, okay. Oh, you must be talking about on your W-4. If you put a 0 on your W-4 and you're going exempt, that's not what you want to do. I don't agree with anybody going exempt if you're getting paid, because you're going to have to pay the man today or you're going to pay him tomorrow. So if y'all are doing your W-4s and you're putting exempt, that's wrong. You're going to end up owing taxes, and you cannot continue to do write-offs on your taxes and think that's going to kill the amount of money that you have to owe. When I do taxes, I'm telling folks, hey, we ain't going to 0. Well, I am not writing off all your debt, because the IRS isn't dumb. All they have to do is remove your write-offs and see how much you owe. And if any of you guys have ever been audited, if you've ever received a letter from the IRS showing you that they disallowed what you put in on your taxes, you will see that all they did was remove your Schedule C, and they have the right to do it. And you have the right to make them put it back if you can prove that it's legit. But that's where people get caught, because y'all don't have no receipts. Half the time you don't have no business. You don't have anything. And the next thing you know, now you're stuck paying this high behind debt because you did not pay taxes. So Zalicia, if I'm missing it, you can send me a message. I will definitely call you. Okay. Cynthia says, someone asked me, ask me this. I don't know. Can someone still exile the 2021 taxes? What do you mean exile the 2021 taxes? Do you mean pull it up, or do you mean refile it? What are you talking about, Miss Cynthia? Because exile is not a word that I have ever heard used with taxes. I know what exile is, but that's usually have to do with people, not taxes. Let's talk about it. Self-mastery. What part with the loans? Bring it back to me and I will answer your question. Lady C says income driven. What's the complete name? Income driven repayment. IDR. Income driven repayment. That is who you need to contact your student loan servicer and see if you're on that. The IDR used to be the repayee program, but it is now the SAVE program, the same one that Joe Biden says they won't put it on your credit for 12 months. It's an on-ramp program. I'm not saying anything is bad with it, but you need to be mindful that they are still going to capitalize your interest. So while you're getting charged interest, your interest is going into your loan, and then it's going to go every month, and it's going to keep getting higher and higher and higher. And then a year from now, you're going to find out, well, damn, I thought I only owed 20,000. It's now 23, 25,000. Okay. We don't know. And no, we do know that it's going to capitalize. We just don't know what that new amount is going to be. Okay. It says, hi, I'm a bilingual tax preparer and notary. Well, Marian, if you are a bilingual tax preparer and notary, you are probably somebody that is very, very needed, especially with the influx of people that are coming. Okay. Yes, we have a lot of Brazilians. We got a lot of Venezuelan. If y'all are not looking at the news, that's who come across the border. And they're not just coming to Florida. They're going anywhere that they can get in. So if you are bilingual, good. Get you a job being a tax preparer. Oh, that's for anybody. Okay. Cheryl, if you want to do my tax class, just send me a message on shamikasaves.com. I will get in touch with y'all tonight, because as soon as I finish with this, I'm taking myself out to eat. Okay. What's the number? The OTP, the Treasury Offset Program. Hold on. I will give you that number. Hey, give me 1 second. Ow. Okay. Then talking about Google and stuff. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this out. And I usually have this memorized, but I don't. I have it memorized again at tax time. Okay. The Treasury offset number is 800-304-3107. Okay. Let me put that in here for anybody. I'll put it on Google. I mean, on my YouTube. Okay. So 800-304-3107. Keep that number. That should be in your phone as a contact. You know why? Especially if you're a tax preparer, especially if you got a lot of dependents, because they need to call before they file to make sure that there's nobody finna take their taxes before they file. That is very important because I'm tired of y'all getting y'all feelings hurt. It says, can you do a video on leveraging credit? D-Town Lottie, bam, I already got a video on leveraging credit. I tell you exactly how to turn your credit into cash from your business credit, from your credit cards. You can absolutely leverage credit in tons of ways. The issue is with leveraging credit is the creditors are catching on. I just did a video letting y'all know how I sometimes, when there's not enough money to get through the month, I did a video showing you how I go and buy a gift card from a business, one of the business creditors I have, and I turn around and buy it on my account, and then I charge it. I charge it to myself. If I have a Square, if I have QuickBooks, I'll go and charge it and deposit it, and it looks as if my business had made money, and it didn't. But now that's not illegal. People can absolutely do that because all we're doing is that's just how the system is set up. But what you'll find is the same company that I use, Quill, they now sent me a message saying, hey, we ain't allowing people to get it on the business account no more. Now, if you want debit, if you want gift cards, you got to buy it with cash, or you got to buy it out of your from your debit card. But not if you go in Sam's Club. Okay, that's another thing. If you got a Sam's Club card, you got a Walmart card, Synchrony, Community, you know how they sell those gift cards right at the register. Yes, you can buy them with your account, and there goes a way to leverage credit. So boom, you can watch the thing or not. But I just told you, 800-304-3107, 800-304-31. Hold on, let me make sure 3107. Okay. All right, let me see, because I know so let me see what y'all saying. Woo. Okay. Miss Jenna says, any grants to go back to school to get people to go back to school to get people on disability? No, there are no grants not to help you get on disability. No. And the best grant that you're gonna get to go back to school is Pell Grant. Okay, you don't have to pay that back. Is it live now? The Corporate Transparency Act is not live until January, but everything else I talked about is active right now. Divine Heart Love says, I'm glad we got you to give the information. Your video showed how to fill out my business application. Bam. Thank you very much, Divine Heart Love. I appreciate that. Thank you. I know it's after 8, Marcion. I know I'm over here running my mouth. My Miracle says, my first live, just finding your channel. Thank you very much. I'm glad you found the channel. I will say that there's probably not anybody that's putting no information out like I do. And honestly, I just feel sorry for the underdog. I'm an underdog type of person. And I just feel like we underdogs. Okay, we ain't rich around here. We trying, we just trying to stay above water, and that is what I want to help y'all be able to do. Okay, thank you, Miss Amy. I know it's after 8. Zalicia, I'm saying when I claim 0 on W4, it's not 10% the total. Yes, you're right, Zalicia. So I answered that. So if you do 0 on your W4, you are saying that you're not paying anything. If y'all want to know how to do this W4 right, and I'm gonna make this be my last thing before I go. All you have to do is go to line 6 on your W4. You do not have to put in the dependents anymore. You don't have to put 3, 4, 5. That is gone. That went away when Trump came into office. Okay, it's under the TC Tax Code Job Act, whatever, TPJA, whatever it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Tax Codes and Job Act. So TCJA. Yeah, okay. So if you want to have 10% or more taken out of your check, all you got to do is calculate the amount and put the dollar amount on line 6. That's it. They make that form so damn hard, and it's not. Put the dollar amount on line 6. That way they'll know exactly how much to take out. Now, if they already taken something out and you want them to take more, Line 6 has to be the full amount. You can't say $30 and then it's $30 plus what they already taken. No, if you want $30 taken out, that's what you put. If you want 50, you put 50. Okay, that's how you do that W-4 form. All right, I got two more things and I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all asking me something else, I'm gonna answer this because I don't like to leave anybody unheard. Cynthia says, I mean, e-file, that was a typo. Okay, so so yes, you can still e-file. The IRS lets you e-file 3 years. 3 years. We are still in 2023, which means you have 2022, 2021, and you can still do 20. Okay, and remember, if you did an extension, your extension is up October 15th. If you owe taxes to the government before October 15th, it doesn't matter. They're still penalizing you from April 15th. If you owe, they don't give you a break. If you don't owe and you're getting a refund, they will let you extend April to October 15th. So please make sure you close your taxes out if you have not. I had a whole bunch of y'all come to me at the last minute. Oh, I forgot to do my taxes. We cannot be forgetting to do our taxes, guys. We just cannot, because the longer you forget, the more money they get. Okay. No, Miss Jenna, no grants. No, there aren't. Sorry, to get people on disability. It's not. I'm sorry. I read it right the first time. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, Marcel, thank you. Look at that. Marcel sent me $9.99. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, thank you. It's probably the biggest one I ever got, because I don't even be thinking about y'all donating me no money. But if y'all want to, I appreciate it. Thank you, Patricia. I love you, Patty. Let me see. Amy says y'all make sure y'all like. Thank you, please, and share it again, because people need to know about this Corporate Transparency Act. And I am making a video on this separately, so that I can answer questions that I didn't go over. Miss Darren says, thank you, Shamika, so much. I really appreciate you. Good information as always. Thank you. Is there a cap on the Pell Grant? No, there's the Pell Grant cap is like $3,500. That's what they give. No more than that. Do I teach tax repair? I teach taxes and I teach you how to amend taxes. Yes, I absolutely do. If you are in my tax group. Okay. I only do that for my tax people because I want y'all to be able to have your own business, because y'all got to be able to make it some kind of way. And remember, the smartest thing you can do is get in my tax class, get you in advance for the money you're going to make. And now you don't even have to have income. You got a loan for a certain amount of money and you didn't even have to report it. That is genius. Lady C says, thank you, Shamika. You are the greatest. Thank you very much. Jody, if you Lodi, if you want information on my tax class, y'all just go to shamikasaves.com and I will answer your questions there. Any questions y'all have there, also send them there. Y'all help me make content for my video. If y'all know anything, y'all can always send me tips. Anything you heard today, anything on student loan, anything in the Corporate Transparency Act, anything on the homeowners assistance for anybody that lives in Texas. Anyone wants the lawsuit information for asbestos, go to missingmoney.com to see if y'all owed some money. I'm telling you, when you get off the live with me, y'all got homework. Okay. Y'all give me homework. I'm giving y'all homework. Go get your blessing. I will talk to you guys and see you next Monday at 7 p.m. If not, message me, call me, text me, inbox me. Y'all do it anyway. Love y'all. Thank you very much. And thank you, Erica, for your compliments. I appreciate that. And if y'all want y'all tax business, come hit me up. I want to sell these 10 slots so we can get it moving, get y'all started, so we can go on and bring this money in. Okay. Don't let the government be the only one getting money. Y'all can too. I will see y'all next week. Bye-bye. Y'all have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye. Be blessed. Bye, y'all. God bless.